Hey everyone, welcome to episode 26 of my watch list, what I've watched recently here in the vault, out and about, a lot of cinema trips, some streaming stuff here as well in this episode. Let's get right into this. So continuing on from our last episode, guys, Oppenheimer was the last thing I saw in the cinema, so I could not pass up Barbie. My girlfriend admittedly brought me along to this one. What can I say about Barbie? I didn't enjoy the first, say, 20 minutes, half an hour of the hi Barbie, hey Barbie, hey Ken, all of that. There's some kind of singing and dancing stuff in there. Didn't love it. And then once it got over that, I actually quite enjoyed Barbie. Ryan Gosling is fantastic. Gosling. Ryan Gosling is fantastic as Ken. He absolutely brilliant. Loved it. So funny. And Margot Robbie's Margot Robbie. You put her in any role, she's going to nail it. So first one up was Barbie, and I really did enjoy it after the first 20 minutes, half an hour. Another trip to the cinema, guys, to see, not for the first time, but first time in the cinema, Stanley Kubrick's 2001 A Space Odyssey. We were shown this in the cinema I work in as part of our sci-fi season, so I was really looking forward to actually checking out 2001 in a cinema on the big screen, all of that good stuff. For the first time. I still kind of feel the same about when I probably talked about 2001 here on the channel before. I don't love the dawn of man kind of stuff, at the start. I love all the space stuff, and the end is a little bit like, what the hell was going on there? Like 2001 is fantastic, looks fantastic, absolutely amazing movie. Highly recommend, if you get to see it on the big screen, do take that chance. It was a digital 4K version that we ran in work, so was delighted to finally see 2001 A Space Odyssey on the big screen. Some streaming watches here, guys. I am all for physical media, as you guys know. I love the 35mm stuff from work. I love the 4Ks, Blu-rays, DVDs, Laserdiscs, VHS, vinyl, CDs, whatever. But I do watch streaming stuff every so often. So a Netflix one up was Killer Sally. I love a good Netflix murder show, as I'm sure most of you guys do. So this is about the kind of military bodybuilder Sally, can't remember her surname, marries another bodybuilder out of military, and basically a documentary about how their violent lives led to her killing the husband. And that's basically what the documentary is about. I like how those Netflix murder documentaries are done, as we will see following the next one. Another Netflix series watch, guys, was Sins of Our Mother. Another kind of the mother, the older son here, I believe, pictured with the mother kind of goes off the rails a little bit, is kind of in a cult or something, and sort of there's a lot of murder involved with the rest of the family and some of her children and stuff like that. I mean, it's harsh stuff, and it's kind of harrowing to watch these things sometimes, but I do like how those Netflix murder documentaries are done. Another Netflix one, guys, Missing the Lucy Blackman Case. This was back in the, was it like late 90s, early 2000s, or maybe going into 2000. British girl over in, was it like Hong Kong or Japan, I believe, goes missing, and I don't want to give it away, but she's missing and remains missing for a period of time, and everything is resolved in the end of the case. Sometimes it's frustrating with those murder shows where you get invested for a certain number of episodes and you kind of don't get an answer at the end, but that was one that does have an answer and kind of an ending to it, I will say. Another trip back to the cinema, Penelope Cruz in Limoncita. This was one I did not enjoy. Admittedly, not one of kind of my movies, my types of movies. I really like Penelope Cruz, and she's fantastic, and whatever she talked about Margot Robbie earlier, Penelope Cruz is fantastic in whatever you put her into. A movie about the relationship between a mother and her child, and all that kind of goes on within that relationship. But yeah, admittedly not one for me. I wouldn't be running to kind of watch it again or anything like that. But that was the next one up. Following that, we're going to jump back to Here in the Vault. I watched for a first time watch a Blu-ray here. Gravity, Sandra Bullock and George Clooney. Directed by, does it even say on the back of the box? It does not. It does in the back of here. Alfonso Cuarón. I heard about this and the whole kind of, oh, it's very disorientating, I didn't like it kind of thing. So that was as much as I knew about it. It was a space movie. I like space stuff. I went into it with an open mind, and I have to say I really liked this. This was a really well done movie. The POV stuff is fantastic. Yes, it's disorientating, but it's supposed to be like, you know, this is what the movie is about. I really enjoyed it. Some of it is obviously, you know, a little bit unbelievable. Some of it's just a little bit too far-fetched at times. Otherwise, I did really enjoy this. If you're a fan of space stuff like I am, I think you would enjoy this one if you have not seen it. This was a HMV pickup, I believe, in Belfast when I was up there for a couple of days. Really cheap. I'm glad I added this one to the collection. Another physical media one up next, guys. I did talk about this on the channel. It's in a short where I talked about the 4K transfer and stuff. It was It Follows. Fantastic horror movie. Really love this. I had a Blu-ray and Second Sight done this really nice 4K kind of hard box here and all the good stuff, you know, that's always in those box sets. You can watch the kind of video where I talk about it there and on my social media and stuff. But yeah, I really love this. The score is fantastic. I always drone on about the score, but it's really fantastic and a throwback to kind of the Carpenter 80s synth-esque kind of scores. Really love it. I have it on vinyl over in the collection here to my left, and yeah, I really love it. Really kind of something different type of horror movie. Really enjoy it. Again, if you do like your horror, I recommend checking out It Follows. Back to streaming, guys. I have a Star Trek t-shirt on. I am a big fan of Star Trek. I loved it. It was always on TV when I was a kid, when I would come in from school and all that good stuff. Interestingly enough, this documentary is about a series that I've yet to completely watch. So this is a documentary called What We Left Behind, looking back at Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Now, Deep Space Nine was on TV, obviously, when I was younger and in school. I would come in, but Next Generation was my thing, Voyager was my thing, and Deep Space Nine. I think the documentary looks at a lot of, like, accurately looks at a lot of the issues fans had with the show. And I do have, if you've seen the complete room tours and, you know, purging the collection videos, I have the Star Trek Deep Space Nine complete series box set up there on DVD, and I do want to watch it start to end, because I've watched Next Generation start to end, I've watched Voyager start to end. Original series I kind of got about a season in, and then I had to kind of duck out. I wasn't feeling it at the time, but I really do want to watch DS9 from beginning to end. And that documentary is fantastic, and I think gives a nice kind of look back at behind the scenes of the series and how the cast and crew in the series felt about the show. Next one up, guys, back for physical media again. I talked about this on a short on the channel. Exorcist 4K with the slip, all that good stuff. Looks fantastic. The Exorcist, what can I say about this movie that probably hasn't already been said? I watched The Exorcist maybe I was early teens, I'd say 13, 14, when I bought there's a box set of it over there. I bought the kind of Exorcist trilogy box set, first time I'd seen any of them, and I thought it was quite funny, to be honest with you, as a teenager when I watched it for the first time. And then the older I got, the more kind of frightening the movie became to me, and I can appreciate the horror stuff of it more. Yeah, I don't go back lightly when rewatching The Exorcist, and I did watch the 4K here. As I said, short on the channel here, and some posts on social media about what I thought about the 4K transfer and stuff. But it's one of those must-haves in your horror collection if you are a fan of horror. Last one up, guys, in this, as I throw that aside, in this watch list video. Currently, but it's kind of ending as of me recording this video, we followed up our sci-fi season with an AI season, artificial intelligence. I couldn't pass up the opportunity to see a wonderful digital presentation on 4K of RoboCop. Absolutely brilliant. Saw it like literally 2 days ago as of recording this video. Brilliant. I loved RoboCop as a kid. RoboCop came out in 87. I was 4. I believe I was quite young when I saw RoboCop. And then, of course, RoboCop 2, you know, had the little kid in it. So you kind of, you know, even though the kid was bad or a villain or whatever, you feel kind of connected to the little kid in the second one. Third one, I honestly, to this day, cannot tell you what the third one is about at all. I don't recall it. I have a DVD trilogy box set over there. I have the really nice Arrow Blu-ray RoboCop. I didn't upgrade to the 4K yet. There was RoboCop the series as well. When I was younger, I had all the toys when I was a kid. So much like 2001, to get a chance to see RoboCop on the big screen with an audience is kind of something to behold, and everybody laughing at the jokes together. And you know, because it's one thing to kind of sit and watch these movies at home and you're kind of wondering, no, is that like a funny scene? Like, am I kind of getting what's going on here? And to watch that with an audience is really, really cool. And everybody laughing at the jokes and you know, the kind of one-liners. And RoboCop is really, really funny at times. So I did really enjoy that cinema visit to watch RoboCop. So that's it, guys. That rounds out this episode 26 of everything I've watched in the last month. As always, please jump in, get involved in the comments down below. Let me know what you think of anything I have on my list here. I want to hear from you guys. What have you watched in the last month? What has stood out to you as things you've enjoyed watching over the last month? I will be back again once I have a kind of significant list of stuff I've watched. I will point out there's probably like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There's 11 movies here, which was basically August and September's kind of stuff I've watched. I will point out I have watched a lot more. I just don't want to talk about other stuff that I've watched in this video because they are for other videos here on the channel. So I'll end up, you know, double talking about the stuff, and it seems kind of pointless to me. So yes, I did watch a lot more than 11 movies in the last 2 months. I will talk about those in upcoming videos on the channel. As always, appreciate you guys watching. If you want to support the channel, please give it a thumbs up, share the video with anyone you think may be interested. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the little bell down below to get notified as soon as I post new videos. That's going to do it, guys. As always, stay safe, and I will talk to you on the next video.